What's up, guys? Tar Heel Will here. I'm back with another video. Also back doing my podcast, which is on Spotify under Tar Heel Will Sports Blog. I'm recording through Anchor. It's a podcast platform, so go check that out. But if you would like to listen to it, just go to Spotify and you'll find me there. But I want to get into my video for today and what I want to talk about. It's not going to be too long, but I've heard a lot of talk, and we've probably heard this term throughout the college basketball, and I mainly hear it around basketball, but I think you can use it for any term. But the term blue blood, okay? Well, blue blood means you're the top tier teams of that sport. Okay, mainly you hear it in college basketball, or at least I do for the most part. But blue bloods, and when you think of blue bloods, you think of the top teams, and that's what it means. There is some criteria to become a blue blood, and from the research I've done, I think you gotta have at least 3 championships or more to be considered a blue blood. Okay, so to be a blue blood, it's about championship. It's not about Final Fours. It's not about any of that other stuff. It's about championships. So the number I saw was 8. So and it doesn't have to do with anything of the color of their jerseys having blue in it. So for the ones who think it's teams like that it has to have blue in the color, that's not the case. 3 or more championships. So we're going to rank them from number 1 down to number 8. So we got UCLA with 11. We got Kentucky with 8. UNC with 6. Duke, Uconn, and Indiana with 5. Kansas with 4. And Villanova with 3. Okay. Now, UCLA, even though they have 11, the last time they've won one is in 95. So it's been a while since we've seen, 28 years or something, since we've seen UCLA teams. I actually had a UCLA pick to win it this year as I made a bet at the beginning of the season because they look good, but they fell apart. But we haven't seen them. Kentucky, the last time we've seen them win a championship was in 2012. They have 8, so they're number 2. So it's been a while since I think that's the Anthony Davis days, since the last time we've seen Kentucky win. They've had some good teams in the past few years, but they just haven't been able to close it. Now UNC is coming in at 3, and they got 3 championships in the past, since 2000s, 2017, 2009, and 2005. So they got 3. So in the 2000s, the past 23 years, they got 3 championships. They've played for 2 more that they lost. So they could have had 5 in the past couple years if they would have finished the deal. Coming in behind them would be Duke with number 5 with 5. And they're number 4 on the rankings, but they have won in 2015, 2010, and 2001. So 2015 is the last time Duke's won one. So they've had 3 in the past 23 years. Indiana coming in number 5, and they got 5. And the last time we've seen Indiana win is 1987. Bobby Knight. So it's been a while. Indiana had a good team this year too. They fell apart. Kind of just like always. Coming in at number 6 is Uconn with number 5 now, since they just recently won one. What's today? Tuesday? Last night they won it. So they won one in 23, 14, 11, and 2004. Is that right? If I can read my handwriting pretty good. 2004. So they've gotten 4 in the past 23 years. They have 5 total. And they've won 5 championships with 3 different coaches. So that's pretty dominant, in my opinion. Kansas is at number 7 with 4, and they've won in 2008 and 2022. So they have two. Oh, what just happened? So I had difficulties. Now I'm recording again. I'm back. The podcast had something pop up. I don't know what's going on. But now, so I said Kansas has two in the past 23 years, and Villanova has three in the past 23 years. They're coming in number 8, and they had 2018, 2016, which they beat UNC for one of those at the buzzer. So now, many articles I read were only talking about the top 6. So if it was a top 6, it would be UCLA, Kentucky, UNC, Duke, Indiana, and Uconn. And I would put Uconn, so it would be those. So Kansas and Villanova would be out of the blue blood talk right now. But we're going with the 8. So it brings the question is, who's the most dominant blue blood in the past 23 years since 2000s? I mean, if you got to go with Uconn, the newest champions. I mean, they have 4. They got 4 with 3 coaches in the past 23 years. So I would say Uconn's the most dominant in the blue bloods. So that's my video. Check me out on all my platforms, social media platforms. Check me out everywhere else, and have a great day.